When Mark and Julia bought their first home in Brookpine Meadows, it felt like a dream. A cozy place with a patch of yard where Mark wanted to build a small tool shed. Nothing big, just a spot to organize tools and store his mower. He even double-checked the HOA guidelines. Everything seemed fine. 3 weeks later, the frame was up. A few neighbors waved and complimented his work. Things felt good. Until the letter came. The HOA's letter said the shed violated visual harmony and had to be removed immediately. Mark was confused. He'd followed the rules exactly. Same paint color, approved dimensions, hidden from street view. When he called the HOA office, they gave vague reasons. Then someone slipped the fine schedule in his mailbox with the shed section highlighted in red. That night, Julia said, "This isn't about the shed, it's about control." At the appeal meeting, Mark brought proof photos, documents even, a comparison to a nearly identical shed just 2 blocks away. But the AOA president, Cheryl Donnell, just shrugged and said, "That shed belongs to a board member, yours doesn't." That's when it hit him. This wasn't about guidelines, it was personal. So he started asking around. Turns out others had been targeted too. One woman over wind chimes, another over a flower color. Together, they formed a group and drafted a petition. Then came the email. An anonymous tip from someone inside the HOA. It had screenshots, internal memos, and photos proof Cheryl was targeting people she didn't like. Favoritism, false violations, threats to silence complaints. Mark didn't wait. At the next HOA meeting, he set up a projector and showed everything. Over 80 neighbors sat in stunned silence as the truth unfolded. By the end of the night, Cheryl resigned. The shed still stands today. Mark never had to take it down. Now, it's not just a tool shed, it's a symbol of standing up against bullying and control. The HO held a new election. Rules were rewritten. And for once, the neighborhood felt like a community again. Sometimes it's not about wood and nails, it's about respect. And a little shed was all it took to change everything.